Hey, my name is Vosk. I make crypto videos every day. I'm here clocking in some overtime to bring you an update on basically the inadvertent ban of cryptocurrencies in the United States, most specifically and grossly the burden it places on cryptocurrency miners, Bitcoin miners, Ethereum miners, Ethereum stakers, and others that run nodes and basically provide a service and are rewarded coins for doing so. All those opportunities you have to get your money working for you with cryptocurrencies, like getting your coins working for you and earning passive income, probably the most beautiful thing about cryptocurrency outside of decentralization. Yeah, that is basically going to make you a criminal if you do not follow the new, just gross overreach, privacy invading regulations that were just casually drawn up and proposed and didn't even provide clarification on things like the self-custody of Bitcoins and other cryptocurrencies. So today we've done additional research. There's good news, there's bad news, and at the end of the day, this is not a clickbait video. This is a call to action, because if you sit around and just like, oh yeah, somebody else will take care of it, well then don't be upset when all these senators that make well over $100,000 a year live a cush life and couldn't care less about making potentially life-changing investments, and they shut down the sector and they're like, yo, give us some of that money you made too, by the way. Don't be caught sitting on the sidelines. This is one of the most serious videos we have ever made. I have links down in the video description below to get involved, to take action if you should be interested in doing so. But first, let's run 10 seconds of tails. That's my beautiful pup and dogecoin, our resident Shiba Inu. My name is Vosk. You are on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Please smash that subscribe button to stay up to date with the crazy world that is cryptocurrency that moves months within days. I don't know if that was a good example, but basically it moves fast. If you've ever wanted to mine Bitcoin, then you should head to minewithcompass.com and learn how they're making it possible for everyone to mine Bitcoin now. They sell Bitcoin miners, they will connect you with facilities, co-location, which enables you to host your Bitcoin miners with some of the best Bitcoin mining farms in the world. Click the link below to learn how you can start mining with Compass today. It kills me when people downvote the video. They comment things like clickbait, FUD, oh Vosk, you're an idiot. I'm like, dude, I'm passionate. I've been working on this for years. And you think I just waste my time trying to come on here and look like an idiot? It's mining that got me into cryptocurrency, and it's the coolest grassroots way to just market this decentralization, borderless cryptocurrency thing. Oh, and by the way, earn passive income, potentially life-changing gains there. Games. I ruined my cool speech. Gains. But that's not the point. The point is that this is not a drill, to quote Jake, and he's a respected man here in the space. The US infrastructure bill has so many just things hidden in it. Like, oh, how about a little pay per mile like action? Every mile you drive, you're gonna get taxed. We already have wealth taxes in the United States. For example, like your personal property taxes that don't go away. Whether they're issued from the state level or the federal level, it doesn't matter. You're getting taxed by the government, man. I'm not completely opposed to taxes. Just to be clear on that, they can be transparent and fair and scale appropriately across, but that's not what we're dealing with anymore, especially when we deal with a government that just wants to print as much money as they want to. But we're dealing with this bill that slipped in things like KYCing all miners, including mining pools, but it doesn't stop there. So non-custodial applying to digital assets and anyone providing services associated to that. For example, decentralized exchanges, peer-to-peer marketplaces, and above all, something that's gaining more and more traction are things like proof of stake validators. You know, like the way you're going to be earning passive income and running Ethereum on the Ethereum 2.0 mainnet when they transition to it in 27 years. Yeah. You look that up. You look up the original date that Ethereum was supposed to go to proof of stake. Okay, and I'll leave it at that. But the point is that this is massively invasive. It's going to push people to skirt regulation instead of just simply comply. And it's going to push users, investors, enthusiasts, and innovators and businesses out of the United States. So they're actually going to lose more than they stood to gain by imposing fair taxes. This video is a follow-up to our previous video where we kind of dove into this, but it's terrifying. The good news is there are some senators that have stepped up, and I'm not endorsing them, or this isn't about political parties or anything like this. This transcends, you know, your BS parties, because guess what? There's been two parties in the United States for centuries. Collectively, they really don't get all that much done. One is just worse than the other one, but they're generally, I'm still pretty disappointed with both of them. But there are some pretty clear things here, or important things I need to say. And how about the fact that they didn't even define broker in the previous proposal? That's terrifying. They lead with section A, validating distributed ledger transactions. So that would include things like proof of work, proof of stake, where you're mining or you're running a node and basically staking coins and being rewarded for doing so, or master nodes, or even things that could be rolled into like yield farming, right? And then there's hardware wallets and software. So the sole function is to permit a person to control private keys, which are used for accessing digital assets on a distributed ledger. You think that these people that are unfamiliar with the space understand these things? There's a bunch of cryptocurrency investors that don't even understand this stuff and they like it. Can you imagine what someone who is incredibly old and wealthy could like care about this at all? The fact of the matter is they have no reason to. It's so grossly absurd that they're going to go ahead and try to build regulation, and they don't even address things like the way cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin began. And the biggest recommendation is to hold your own coins, not your keys, not your coins, to have your own wallets with your private keys to give you access. Okay, so-called self-custody. It didn't even address self-custody. And they say, you know, it's the same thing as just cash under the mattress. It's difficult to trace and even more difficult to devise information reporting scheme that would encompass such an aspect. It is written by people that don't use cryptocurrency, that don't care about cryptocurrencies. They don't want Bitcoin. They don't need Bitcoin. All this stuff is built to not only undermine, right? Because that's like the negative way to look at it. It improves upon, it expands upon, and it brings the control, the power, and the liberty back to the people. Takes the power away from the government to just hang this carrot in front of your face and just have you work your little life away, you little piece of the machine, you little cog, and you're good little law-abiding, contributing citizen, and they drip the money to you and they print as much as they want and do whatever they want whenever, without going into the whole lobbying and how basically the existing infrastructure doesn't want competition. You think centralized finance, like traditional banks, want decentralized finance? You think that they want you to be able to loan your money and make money with it when that's what they do? Oh, how about the fractional reserve? Banks are out here lending money with literally nothing to back it up and making money doing so. Okay, we've got, record low interest rates. Bro, they're lending you money they don't have. They're lending you made up money. People are worried about USDT, Tether, that stable coin, and not being fully backed one-to-one. How about the US dollar? What is that really backed by? Other than the military. It's disgusting, man. I'm pissed off about it. It's just ridiculous. The more you learn, the more you get pissed off. Like Miss Vos, my girlfriend, I'll go full screen again. She's like, why are you so upset every day? Why are you pissed? Aren't things going well? And I'm like, statistically, yeah. Statistically, I'm winning. But the more I learn, the more I feel like I'm losing in this world in life. The more you realize that we just live in this little cage, this little confinement. You take the rat in the maze example, looking for the cheese. I feel like I crawled out of the maze, right? I crawled out of the maze, but they got me. There's a bigger maze outside the maze. And they try to distract me with a bigger piece of cheese. I probably sound like I'm going crazy. Maybe I am. But bringing it back on topic, Invest in America Act. It's always something corny like that. It's just always something like that. So HR 3684, check it out in the video description below. I'll link you directly to it. Let's take this quote. Grateful to Chairman Wyden for his leadership in pushing Senate to address this issue. However, believing the alternative amendment put forward by Senators Warren, Portman, and Sinema strikes the right balance and makes an important step in promoting tax compliance. They can't help themselves. Janet Yellen, who the hell put her in a position of power? Because anyone who did is clearly negligent. Look it up and make your own decisions. DYOR, do your own research, not financial advice. Those are the disclaimers, gotta have them, okay? To the extent it is used, I fear it's often for illicit finance. It's an extremely inefficient way of conducting transactions, and the amount of energy that's consumed in processing these transactions is staggering. Yeah, okay, how much does the military waste? How much does the government waste? How much do you waste? And I know I keep referencing the US military. I'm a big supporter of the troops. If you follow the channel, you know that kind of stuff. But the fact of the matter is that that's what the government leans on. And if we were really to just have a full-blown riot, who do you think's getting called? It's the military, it's the National Guard, and every other branch when they want to and feel like it. I'm not saying that it would go... Speaking of all this crazy crypto stuff, I'd like to let you know about today's crazy crypto sponsor, and that's going to be Agoras, a DeFi, decentralized finance platform for uncollateralized microcredit. And basically that gives you the opportunity to lend out and earn returns on your money. This is a newer project launched on the Binance Smart Chain. If you don't know anything about that, good news, we got tutorial guides to get you started. But a key thing I do want to note is that they have been audited by CertiK, which is excellent to see. But what is Agoras and their EGR token and really the use case here? So you can stake the token and earn returns, support entrepreneurs and others, fund loans without risking your EGR token. You can claim your interest weekly, and they hope to bring you over 20% APR returns on that, and you can approve other loans to keep earning high yield interest. A key thing they have here, which I think is fun, interesting, engaging, and exciting, and they didn't pay me to say that, is they have something called vote mining. So basically, holders can earn tokens by voting for loans. And this is a very simple concept, but they're focused on basically getting their community to decentralize and power their own marketplace. And incentivizing their users to do that themselves is how they aim to achieve that. The team behind this project is not anonymous. You can learn more about them with the link in the video description below. You can check out their LinkedIn. They have a working business based out of Nigeria already. This is not just an idea, but they have a pilot example and they are working towards their goal. And another interesting thing they do is they protect themselves by taking inventories of the businesses as collateral through NFTs, that's non-fungible tokens. So learn more about Agoras and the EGR token with the link in the video description below. I just can't believe they keep attacking proof of work based on the environmental concerns. There's a reason that there doesn't need to be military backing Bitcoin mining, because it's decentralized, because there is a cost to mint Bitcoins, to make Bitcoins. That's why proof of work is such a beautiful thing. And you could say the transactions don't scale or whatever else. I'm not saying Bitcoin's perfect. I'm not a Bitcoin shill. I actually like other cryptocurrencies more than I like Bitcoin. But the fact remains that the technology and the premise and the concept are truly beautiful things. And whether it is Bitcoin that eventually gets, upgraded to handle additional transactions and does succeed and liberate the world in that aspect, or something else, I'm all for it, as long as it's transparent. How about understanding the actual total supply? There's only going to be 21 million Bitcoin, and if there isn't, then it's broken and worthless and ruined. There's no limit to dollars. Welcome to 101 on inflation. It's ridiculous. Here's your red alert. Fightforthefuture.org. Call the Senate to save crypto. The Senate is about to vote on a bill that could kill crypto. Use this form to call your senator now. You can learn more about this stuff in the video description below. Again, I'm linking out. Example, call and say you want to support Senator Wyden, Toomey, and Loomis's amendment to the cryptocurrency provision of Infrastructure Bill HR 3684. This solution is really simple, in my opinion, but what do I know? All you need is KYC, AML, anti-money laundering laws, all in effect for on-ramps and off-ramps, right? You turn dollars into cryptocurrencies, KYC, put a log. You turn cryptocurrencies into dollars, KYC, report a log. And from there, it's like, okay, well, let's say you put $10,000 in and you took $100,000 out, and you can be taxed on that, right? You put 10 grand in, you have 90 grand profit, and you can go ahead and be taxed on that. I'm not here about just like skirting regulation and not paying my taxes. I pay my taxes. I abide by all the laws and everything like that. But they just sit around and they wait till like cryptocurrencies reaching new all-time highs of interest and prices, and they're like, whoa, we want a piece of the pie, man. At no point are they like, wow, like maybe we could help, or maybe we should get our own stable coin, or maybe we should like truly digitize the dollar and prove that it's backed by something. They're more like, whoa, let's slow down all this innovation and tax everybody because, we want some more money. We need to pay for this stuff. The fact of the matter is that none of this legislation helps you, and it all hurts you, and it only lines the pockets of those who can print endless money if they want to. And the one thing that just kills me every day is the fact that, let's just take you, for example. You lose all your money. You've come down on the hardest luck. You make some bad decisions and something bad happens and you get sick and you need more money. What can you do? You won't have it. And maybe you're going to fall short. Maybe things will get even worse for you. Maybe you'll do things you wish you never did because of that. And guess what? You don't have a money printer, right? You don't have a money printer, but the government's like, whoa, things are looking bad, man. We're going to have to just, mint some bills. I don't mean just a couple bills. I mean billions. And that's the difference between you and the government. I understand law and order, but then there's also just simply oppression and gross oversight. And I think we're tipping way towards one of the others. Whatever happened to laissez-faire, man? But I'll leave it at that. If you enjoyed the video, slap the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, join me on this crazy crypto journey. If you didn't, well, good luck, man. I'll still work on saving you through the liberation of cryptocurrencies, decentralization, and everything that is beautiful about this blockchain technology. Distributed ledgers, baby. All these cool buzzwords that basically just mean it's better than the systems that currently exist. And it's not just me. We've got 400,000 incredible VoskCoin subscribers. We've got an incredible community in our Discord server. And we even have our own forum called VoskCoin Talk. It's like Bitcoin Talk, but way better. So join me on those. Come hang out. I appreciate you for viewing. Thanks for watching. I said the same thing 2 different ways. Goodbye. I'll see you on the next one. The Crypto.com app, available on the App Store and also on Google Play, is simply freaking awesome. It's why I've been using it for over a year now. I get up to 14% interest on my cryptocurrencies. The interest you receive on your cryptocurrencies increases as you stake more of their Crypto.com Crow coin to get a better level Visa debit card, which is really freaking cool that they have an official Visa card as well. This app has allowed me to trade a lot of cryptocurrencies, especially as a US citizen, that I had trouble accessing before. I've made more money trading and staking, or really just earning interest on my coins in this app, than any other in cryptocurrency. That's not a shill, it's just a stat or a fact. It's super useful, super easy to use right there on your phone. There is KYC, but the process is a breeze. And you even get 25 bucks for free when you use our link in the video description below, or simply input the referral code VoskCoin and complete their sign-up bonus. Please be advised, there are scammers impersonating us on multiple platforms. I don't want your money, I just want you to smash that subscribe button. Everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only. That means it's not financial advice.